Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to mute it because if I have both mics going, then it echoes. That's why I was like, how do I eliminate the feedback? So I turned my volume down. Hopefully this will work this way. Right now we have one viewer, so they can't even tell us. Like, you have to wait for somebody to tell us. But
well, I mean, I can check.
But will that be feedback too?
I don't think so.
I guess that's true because your mic wouldn't be on. And I would say, let's give it like 4 or 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that didn't sound bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Because it's got that like weird auto tune when it echoes. And I'm just using the phone mic, so that's even better. Or should be better because it's closer to you guys. I was like, oh, it says we have one viewer. Oh, Kenzie. Shout out to Kenzie, our first viewer, who says there's no echo. Thank you. So, hi, I'm Liz. This is my quick little intro before the guys get started. Hello, welcome. Kenzie, you're our viewer for now, and hopefully some more people will join us. I know we just got started a little bit late as we are testing all of this, and I'm going to hop off camera because you don't need to see me. I'm just here to moderate and ask questions and whatnots. So, Kenzie, if you have any questions, now we got a 7, 8. Okay, it's growing. Let's go. Let's throw it on. People, we said to a clack, and people were kind of ready. So, all right. Well, again, I'm Liz from Capricoast Books. We have these beautiful edges. Richard, if you'd be so kind to hold one up and show it off. So these are the limited edition sprayed edge. For those of you who purchased them, we are out. I don't think we have any more extra, but when I ship them tomorrow, we will find out what we've got. And if we do have any extra, we'll let you know. And we do have some regular editions. You can always order them on the website. And if you order them during the show, I'll try to check. And if you have a inscription, you can have it inscribed live. So I did bring those. We also have some giveaways here. Oh, I'm going to tilt this a little bit there too. And it fell. Thank you for your patience, everybody, because we are not experts by any means. And I just thought this would be something fun to do, and they indulged me. So, all right, I'm going to hop off. If you guys have any questions, I'll just be reading, and they'll be commenting and talking about who they're signing for.
Hey, guys, so we have a stack of orders to sign and or inscribe. And on top is suitably Paul Michael King. So we're gonna do a little assembly line here. Bear with us as we get this process down. If you need him to project, just say so.
Yeah, let us know if you need any. If you got any comments on like how loud to talk or anything like that. If you can't hear us, feedback appreciated.
This one's for Ryan Thomas. I think we can do this pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll need the whole 2 hours, but
pretty quick signature. So this is an inscription for Chrissy, and it's got a different spelling, so I got to pay attention.
I made sure to tell him to pay attention to every note. I highlighted it so it's easy to see. So the spelling should all be as you wrote them. They're as you wrote them.
That is a tough spelling.
I think there's more fun ones in there too.
My handwriting's so bad that I'm banned from inscriptions unless the person knows me. I'm the inscriber. He is the signer. This one's for Ellen Foltz. I recognize that name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I believe she's out on the West Coast.
I want to say this one's for Paul Johnson somewhere in Washington, but I could be wrong.
That's why I was like, I know it's up there.
It's like Pacific Northwest. I've mailed them a bunch.
Yes. And yes, Billy, I saw your handwriting, and that's why you will not be numbering these. That's why I said I will number them.
Yeah, they're limited to 150.
Yep.
Signed and numbered copies. So yeah, I get in not trouble at the office, but my coworkers are always like, Billy, can you number these? I'm like, actually, no. It's one of the two things I'm banned from: numbering and
dust jackets.
Yeah, she cannot put dust jackets on. The
Yeah.
hands of a gorilla.
I think I can remove this to make it bigger. Oh, there you go.
This one is for Michael. How do you pronounce your last name? Michael Lazur?
Oh yeah. Oh, so many familiar names.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, thank you everybody for picking up a copy. I know if you picked up the sprayed edge copies, most likely most of you have picked up a regular copy ahead of time too. So
Yes, thank you for being
much
patient.
appreciated.
The artist did a phenomenal job on these. This is Bookish Signs.
The green looks so cool. I mean, the art is obviously awesome, but it's for Leslie Griggs.
Montez is here. I'm not going to butcher that last name.
She's awesome. This is for John Bob. I recognize that name. And I'm probably going to butcher last name. So. You can just leave those out and I'll put them in if you want. Okay. It really sounds like he just came out of the woods. It's because he pretty much did. He just turned in his
First wave of revisions.
his first big wave of revisions for them on this weekend at midnight. So yeah, he's pretty exhausted. This one's for Stephanie Hilton.
And somehow, despite turning in at Friday at midnight, Ed responded to me within 15 minutes to confirm receipt.
Yeah, hardest working editor in New York.
These are the people who book people work all right. There's no like office hours.
Yeah.
While you're working too, I'll say I see behind you. You've got some lovely foreign editions of Boogeyman and stuff like that. That's pretty awesome.
Shelf. That's all my. That's all my. All the books I've written or have short stories in or anthologies I've edited, and at some point the shelf was plenty big enough to fit everything. And now it's and there's more than that I haven't.
The Japanese Boogeyman's one of my
Ooh,
favorites. Yeah. Or is it?
I like
That's
that.
Jason.
Is it Japanese? I think it's Korean, right?
I think so.
Yeah. No, that's Korean. I'm pretty sure. But it's one of my favorites either way.
TJ Mummy on Facebook says to Billy, "Them awesome book, by the way."
Thank you.
Gotta get the paperback because it's I can't say it's significantly different, but it's significantly different. So it's gonna be longer. This one's for my
Is it? So it's I didn't notice. So it's coming out in paperback, not hardcover.
Oh no, hardcover.
The new one.
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll be a hardcover. It's
Okay.
like just gonna do the same thing with his point.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
As far as I know, anyway.
And I will say I've already pitched the idea of sprayed edge for that. I've got visions
That
of
would be
tentacles,
really cool.
like doing that, just keeping that neon green color, and then doing like a bright purple or like a hard contrast color
Yeah.
of tentacles on it. Like,
Well, and that would be cool because this is. Oh, wait, you give me this one. This one has the green edges, but the purple.
yes.
That the actual hardcover of the book is purple, which I didn't know until like our first event with them at Hopkins.
Oh yeah.
That I think that was the first time I was like, oh my gosh, they're purple.
Mine says I may or may not have misspelled awesome in your book. So it's been a long week already.
It's very personalized.
It's only Tuesday, but
He tried to pluralize it. That's not that bad.
And this one's for Neil Armstrong.
I will,
Neil.
Neil, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to use you as an example right here. I have gotten some amazing names in these that always make me smile when I see them. Steve Rogers,
Oh, yeah.
Captain America. I'm sorry.
This one's for Scott Crash. Chizmar gets misspelled all the time and it's pronounced all the time. So.
Oh yeah. Chizmar is the one I always remember.
Samantha Waite is here. Did you already sign one for her? Okay.
Not yet, I don't think.
This one's for Nikki Lee.
I thought there was a Samantha already, but I wasn't sure if it was her. Can you guys hear everything okay? Let us know. Ask questions. That's what they're here for.
Yeah, questions. If you live nearby, bring candy.
Yeah. It's not Halloween.
This one is for Marsha McCready, who hopefully you'll listen to later. Marsha, hope your mom's doing okay.
Doug Eaton on Facebook says, the book within the book, Spiritual Tumors, was awesome. Someone should do a small chapbook of spiritual tumors. The sprayed edges look awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about doing like a bonus material, maybe when the trade paperback comes out. This is a long inscription, Marsha.
There are some that were long, but they love you. So
Yeah, the spiritual tumors was one of the most fun parts to work on over this point. And I think, for me at least, I think it was the excerpt of it that comes at the start of book 2 of 2025 was the very first thing I wrote for the complete haunting. Obviously excluding the Thomas Livingston stuff. But the first thing I wrote when we came back to it for round 3.
May you never be truly alone.
they do have some beautiful creative inscriptions. All right, Kenzie says, live from Waterville, Maine.
Hey!
My question, and Kenzie, hopefully you can hear this. I really love the unique cast of characters that took on the challenge of Widow's Point. I'm wondering which character each of you related to most.
I like Stephanie the best. I don't know if that means I related to her. But she had the best heart, and she's the one I kind of felt most connected to, which made me feel horrible for no spoilers, but it's a lot of bad stuff happens to everybody. So, but yeah, she was mine.
And mine, I think going back to spiritual tumors would be Professor Durand, just because I spent a lot of time with her, and yeah, I just really tried to get into her head, and I felt bad about what we did to her too, but in one way it also
She did it to herself.
Yeah, it kind of felt natural.
That one was for Tim Champion. Did I skip somebody? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I had that long one. This one's for Scott. I don't know how to say Scott's last name. Feener? No, it says Scoot at the end of the. Is that his nickname, or did you?
He wrote that. That is, I literally just printed them out the way they were. I think we've had it before, and I'm pretty sure that's how he wrote it.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain we've seen
so
this
too.
before,
No,
and I think that's his
I
nickname.
don't trust either one of you.
Well, that's the one he's gonna get. I'll just say
Exactly.
that.
We know Scott.
It'll be extra personalized. Thank you, Scott, whichever you prefer.
This one's for Shirley Hoops, who's very
Yes.
long time supporter. Would anyone like to hear Billy sing? You first. All right.
That's why I said we needed JJ in here.
Yeah.
He will come up. He was staring at me through the window.
This one is asking to be inscribed to the beasts.
The beast.
The beasts. Although her name is Giselle.
It's interesting. I'll say, do you find, this is just kind of random, in the regular followers, do you find you have more female followers to male? Or male? Like, I feel like, and I'm only saying this because I feel like I recognize more women's names that
Yeah,
I come
would
across
say-
them more that I've interacted with in doing sales for you. Like these are, it tends to be more people working.
Yeah, I think it's more women, but I think it's close.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Catherine,
Like
Ward, and
60-40 maybe?
Oh yeah.
60-40
Okay.
women to men.
I would think that's about right.
All right. Just because I feel like horror has this tendency to skew male, and in terms of, I don't know if it's writing in general or if like
But
I'm
reading as a hobby as a whole skews female in America anyway.
And I feel like more
Or North America at least.
Sam Wilson.
women getting into it.
This one's for Danielle Rodriguez.
I realize I can show comments, so I'm gonna share some as they come up. So Montez says, thanks for sharing the signing. This is very cool. And this seems to have worked pretty well so far. So we can keep, maybe we'll do this again, because I know we had fun last time. I don't remember which book it was.
Wasn't it a Gwendy?
I think it might have been Final Task.
Yeah, we did.
In your office. Yes. And that was definitely like,
I think Billy and I did Button Box ourselves at CD.
oh yeah, that was before, I think that was before my
before you.
time. And then I think Magic Feather, you came to the bookstore.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time that we did something at the bookstore when we were in Bel
I
Air.
think I was at school for that.
Thanks,
You
Barbara
came,
Johnson.
you were there.
He cried.
Because I definitely have a picture of all of us, and then my little, at the time, like 6-year-old who's now 14.
I know we did a Widow's Point event there. But I can't remember going there for a Gwendy event, but
For sure.
I think it was Gwendy. I don't think it was, I think we had some Widow's Point.
Widow's Point because he and I both talked. We sat in the chairs.
Yes, but I didn't think it was specifically for Widow's Point.
I think it was, but
You
I
think
could be
so?
wrong.
I'll have to look it
I've
up.
got pictures on my phone.
I know, I have all these pictures. I came up as a memory the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh.
that one might have been, maybe it was around like Final Task time, and we were just like, and you were just like, Billy, you're doing it with me.
That one's for Pete Meslin. This one is for the library of
Yeah.
Jill Stoker. Maybe Stokers. Yeah, I think it's Stoker.
The library is an elite.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever described that. I like that.
And you guys just, you finished your big tour. Do you have any, I won't be upset if you don't say our first one, but did you have any really good, memorable visits?
Yeah, you know what? They were all really great this year. You know, yours was the first at Hopkins Brewery. The last one we did was the Delaware Book Fair, maybe a couple weeks ago.
I know, I'm sure it turns into a blur at some point too.
Yeah. we one of the memorable ones was in Michigan.
Oh, that's so funny.
The bookseller.
Did you see the comment?
No.
That Lisa White just said it was awesome meeting you two gentlemen in Michigan.
Oh, awesome.
Right? That was good timing. Sorry, that was just.
Yeah, no, that was, I've never been there. It was a little town called Grand Haven.
Beautiful.
Right on the water. I want to go back in July, go swimming.
Yeah, it was really nice, and we
And they have an
I
author
think by last
festival.
count we signed over 500 books.
Wow, that's
with various
fantastic.
titles. It was neat.
And you still have, you're not wearing a wrist brace.
This is for Carl and the little library hidden in the hills. How cool is
Oh,
that?
I like that.
Yeah.
Kenzie said, still holding out hope for a visit to Maine.
Yeah, we're still talking about it.
Oh gosh, Maine would be great. It'd be fun.
Yeah. We're still talking about Maine.
Tell me if they've got a good, if you guys know of any horror festivals in your area, let me know. Because maybe I'll try to arrange something, because I would love to visit these places too.
What's for Jeffrey?
I love Maine. I still got some buddies that live in Portland, and one guy still living with his folks in Kennebunkport.
Oh my gosh, I just saw there's a children's book called Kitty Bunkport. It's like cats living in Kennebunkport. Montez says, I need you to come to Georgia.
Yeah,
That would be fun. I've never been.
You
to
need a
Georgia.
map of all the,
my
like, I
friends in
think
Georgia.
we're going to have to do that, a map of the bookstores that you go to, or just even
Yeah.
signings in general.
That one's for Thomas Witt.
And I can tell you, I believe it was one of the Gwendy. Actually, it might have been Chasing. I did send a book to every state.
Wow.
So we've had orders from every state. Samantha says, I love seeing you both in Houston, and it was great to have Bev Vincent ask the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome as well.
That was always awesome.
It was wild going from breezy Michigan to Houston, which was like 80 mid 80s, and then next was Scottsdale, and we were like, oh, it's not going to be that hot compared to Houston, right? It'll be like about the same. It's like 100 degrees.
This one is for Matt Silverstein. Yeah, hopefully we're not giving away like anyone's Christmas present, surprise, birthday present, that kind of thing. This one's for Brian Wertz, who is a big supporter. Thank you, Brian. Uh-oh, this is a longer one. Shelly Butler.
And thank you again for everybody who's ordered. Again, these will be shipping starting tomorrow when I get back to the bookstore. It might take me, there's 150. It might take me a week, but hey, they'll be there probably before December. I promised you guys December. And it's actually gone a little bit faster than I hoped, so that's great. But you'll get an email with your tracking number. You'll probably get it from Capricos Books, and you'll also get it from Pirate Ship. Lisa White says, I have gotten Memorials, Becoming a Boogeyman, and Chasing the Boogeyman from Capricos. Oh, thank you. And I also got Widow's Point, The Complete Haunting. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Indie bookstores appreciate you.
Thank you. This is for John Questor, Virginia.
Yep.
He's been around supporting CD for a long time and supporting us too as writers.
He published one version of Widow's Point in a charity anthology.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to say he's also a good editor.
You're getting down. I'm gonna move my laptop. Sorry if this changes anything. It shouldn't, but to get you another stack.
Oh no, we have a whole box.
Oh, do you?
I do have an
Yeah.
open
Okay.
box.
Yeah,
Right?
we're good.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh God, we're getting
You're good. This one's for David Close. Thanks, Dan.
ever efficient.
Billy, they requested a doodle. Billy Diamond. You can.
I do like Billy's doodles. I don't love your handwriting, but I do love your doodles.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's why I feel like you're one of the first generations that grew up with like using computers in the classroom. And
That's
stuff.
true.
Like-
I did not have to learn handwriting really. It was harder. I mean, we were spending more time in fourth grade on like typing without looking at the keyboard
Yep.
with like those like orange flappy plastic mats that they would put over the keyboard so you couldn't look down and cheat.
Gosh, I don't know about that, but I believe you. I'm sure that.
This one's for Sal.
Kenzie says, my mom, who primarily reads Scottish romance books, wants to read Widow's Point based on my review. Just just know your audience is expanding.
Thank you, Kenzie. Scottish romances. That's a niche genre. Oh, or is it?
It kind of is, because I'm sure there's other ones, but I mostly think of Outlander because that's the most popular one right now. But
I was gonna say, isn't there like a whole big TV show that's a Scottish romance?
But I'm sure there's other ones, like, Men in Kilts. Actually, that brings me to something that I will say Joe Hill put on Threads the other day about cross-genre and how romantasy is a thing.
Right.
And he said, well, what about like horror romance? And I will say that I had to laugh because I think that The Fireman by Joe Hill is one of the most romantic books that I've ever read. And Lacey's story, like the two, like, and I'm like, that is horror romance.
Yeah. Or you know,
I know that
Hearts in Atlantis.
Yeah, right. Like there is this other kind of not necessarily romance, traditional style romance, but then he was talking about like sci-fi romance. That is definitely a thing.
Especially in film, that I never saw it. The Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh yeah, all of those.
Garfield man. What's his name?
I can't think of his name either.
What's his name? He was Mario. He was
He's
Garfield.
So annoying. I forgot he was Garfield.
He's
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
We don't.
Andy from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, that guy. One of the Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Chris
Like
Pratt.
one of the Chris's. One of the Chris's. That was a romance. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Here we got on Facebook.
But horror and sorry, I was just gonna say horror and romance are a good match, just because you know the immediate stakes of losing that romantic partner are more present and get to be more weird.
That's a good point. But also something that I learned about recently is Carmilla. Like the original vampire story is basically a lesbian sapphic. Like she just went after women. Like it was not necessarily romantic, but she went after them, and that was the point. Let me go back to this. So Richard Quist said, because did you just sign one for him?
I think so.
Okay. I feel like there's two. It might have been John. I feel like there's two, and I get them mixed up, and I think they both have the same last name. But I'm sorry if I'm wrong. It feels like there could be at least one more story in the Widow's Point canon. The Lighthouse seems to have a long reach. Any plans for that or another collaboration?
Definitely another collaboration. We definitely feel like there's more to the Widow's Point story also. The way we kind of think is that whatever's in there has long tentacles and can definitely reach the town and hopefully not further, but it'll have to wait. They definitely want another collaboration from us, but they want something standalone next. So that's we're kind of tossing around ideas right now. Does this one mean 2 copies?
Yes, but is it personalized?
The first one is.
I would say just do one personalized and one signed.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, they can send it back and I can have you personalize the second one.
Sounds good.
But I would assume they just want a second copy. And there's only 2 or 3 that got 2.
Okay.
There's one that got 5.
Any yet.
Oh. Yeah. Montez says, I love introducing new readers to Rich. I gave out 25 copies of Widow's Point during Halloween.
That's awesome. She sent us pictures.
For Halloween?
They had a whole table, and I don't think it was just our books, but I'm sure it was mostly our books, which was awesome. She sent a whole several pictures of the Halloween setup, and it was awesome. I wish it was in our neighborhood. I would have hung out.
I've definitely seen that as a thing, people giving out books for Halloween.
Yeah,
and I think I'm going to have to do that next year.
This one's for Patrick Oster, who's a very familiar name. He's been helping us and supporting us.
Dawn Keat says, hi, Richard. I hope you're well and enjoying yourself all the way from the UK.
Wow.
Do you listen to any music soundtracks or playlists while you're writing?
I don't, although I've written plenty of times from the passenger seat of the car with the radio on, but I don't have any set routine like that. I think Billy does from time to time because I hear it blasting.
Yeah, it's a huge playlist. There's like 500 songs on it right now, from every conceivable genre. So, but yeah, I always have music on. A lot of electric light orchestra lately.
I'll say Lisa says that it's awesome that you gave out the books for Halloween. That was going back to that comment. I assume that's what that's for. She just said that's awesome. But and Samantha Waite said Wizard and Glass, also romantic.
Yeah.
Fantasy horror.
She's very well read. I like reading her comments online.
Nice. And Kenzie has a question, but I'm going to go back to a comment about the playlist one. I find that it is, as a bookseller, I find that some authors are including the playlists that kind of shaped their books. And we know that that was before, that's a thing I feel like that King could have done or would have done because his books have so much heavy music influence and a lot of them, or references at least. So like, you could make your own playlist with
pretty much
those.
does it sometimes with the epigraphs.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, half of them are just song quotes.
Yeah. So I know authors are also like they're making Spotify playlists and then including like a QR code or something or a link in the book so people can listen and get the vibe. Is that I don't wonder if you can something like that.
For Chasing the Boogeyman?
Yeah. They Science Research really wanted us to do that, and I think they did a special bookmark.
Okay.
that had it.
I feel like I remember seeing that and I couldn't remember.
But of course, he didn't know how to make a playlist on Spotify or iTunes or anything. So
I still don't.
he just gave me, a list of like 20 songs, and I filled it out to 50. And
Yeah, memorials, I could have done that because they spent half the time in the van with the radio, arguing about the radio. So I definitely could have had some of the various characters' favorite songs in there.
That feels like an idea for a re-release or
Yeah.
Actually, we'll have, you know what? We'll do that as a bookmark for the paperback.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I'm doing it.
This one's for Scott Roller.
This idea is born live on the live. And we have 1 heart and 1 thumbs up so far and 13 viewers currently. And we're at 31 minutes.
Awesome. Woo.
And you still have at least 80 books to go.
Yeah,
so I thought we were going to go fast.
the inscriptions.
Yeah.
That's fine. We got one. Yep.
That's the only reason I scheduled 2 hours because the inscriptions can be a thing. So Kenzie, back to Kenzie's question, a question for Billy. At what point in your life did you start to think about taking after your dad and pursuing writing?
I would, it was always a consideration just because it was always a part of my life. I grew up every Monday. He would pick me up from school and we'd just go right back to the warehouse in Forest Hill in the little air park. And until like 6 o'clock, and I would just kind of wander around, and Mindy would play Uno with me and the UPS guy. But I was always surrounded by Evil Dead posters and all this Glenn Chadbourne artwork. So I was always just fascinated by it. Made him tell me stories. I made him make
my stories.
Yeah.
Let's stop and correct. So I knew a long time ago.
Samantha said that's a great idea for the bookmark for memorials. Please do it. Promise you, Samantha. I'll work on that. Find the appropriate era songs.
Probably just is it the same as Chasing? Or are those kids a little younger?
Yeah, it'd be a little different. They're older. Oh, no, they're not. You're right. They are younger. They're
That's
younger
college
than you.
age, right?
Yeah.
They're college age and
Who knows?
I don't remember what year the place takes place in.
I don't either. On to the next.
Somebody tell us, what year does memorials take place?
This one's for Kimberly Hansen.
I mean, we saw her in Arizona.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to say 82.
Right here. 1983.
Three. I knew, but I knew it was before. I was born in 84. That's the only reason I was like, I know it was like right before. Yeah, Samantha said the 80s. At least we knew it was the 80s. So narrows it down to 10 years. Yep, Melissa Tilley. Yay! Hello, Melissa. When you get to Melissa's sheet, I think I hand wrote on there.
Okay.
Because she said she wanted a inscription.
This is Pamela Torrance, who is a long-time reader.
Lisa says she was 10 memorials. That's how we remember things, right? Is we date it in relation to our own ages. I'll go back to Chasing and say I had a customer come in the other day and was like, I still can't believe this isn't real. I grew up right around the corner, and like I think my brother might have went to high school with Rich, and I still didn't know any of this was real. And I'm like, it's not. It's just like I had to look it up because I really thought it was real.
I hear that a lot still.
That's what I told her. I was like, even I hear it. People they come in, and it was just funny because she had only recently read it, and I was like, wow.
Edgewood Library gets it. Yeah, they had a woman who swore up and down that she lived there then, and it happened, and she remembers it. And they showed her fiction, a novel. She said, "Nope, I was there." Like, all right, I like that. This is a run of just signing for Taylor, Dave, and Paul Miller.
So we've got 4 hearts and thumbs up, and we have 11 viewers right now. So again, while you are all on here, if I can talk, ask some questions. Oh, Montez, all right. I hate to leave great company, but I have an appointment. Thanks, guys, for a great conversation.
Thanks for coming.
Hope to meet you one day in person.
Me too. Where's Montez from?
I think Maine.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's the one that said waiting for you to come to Maine.
no,
Montez, this
Liz.
will be recorded. Say that again. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Rich?
Oh, no, I said Montez is not Maine. That's,
okay.
That's Liz from...
Oh, Georgia.
Georgia, that's her.
No, Kenzie's in Maine.
Yeah.
Montez is Georgia. But this is recorded, so you can go back on YouTube and play it whenever you want to see any other questions or anything. Richard Quist asks, how is the 3rd book in the Boogeyman coming along, and when can I get my hands on a copy?
I'll be finished by the end of the year.
Okay.
And they'll have it scheduled for next late summer or fall. And there's some rumblings of moving me up to late summer instead of fall, so they have longer in the spooky season.
Okay.
And then we could release together. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. No, that's awesome. No, that's awesome, but also, whew.
Yeah.
How much of a tour? That could be a double tour, I guess.
Well, we could basically just do what we did with Winter's Point.
That's true.
That's
fair. That's fair.
And we would just, have 2 books to sell instead of 1. Actually 3, because the paperback for this book, where this point will be at. That's true. So, yeah, I mean, my guess is definitely not the same pub date, but within that, maybe a 2-week range, something like that.
A little bit more.
Sure.
I feel like it's just...
The gallery's then is August 11th right now. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I knew it was August. I didn't remember the exact date.
I thought it was August 20-something. No? Maybe not.
I don't have my phone, so I can't look it up.
I'm pretty sure, but
You would know.
only because I was like, oh wow, it's exactly 1 month before 9/11.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why that stuck in my head.
Samantha says, that's fantastic news about Boogeyman 3. Tanya Dawn says, excited for that one. And Lisa says, if you come to Michigan again, I hope you can get closer to northern Michigan.
Oh yeah. Well, if we go I wanna like go hiking up there.
If we go to Michigan, we're definitely going back to the bookseller again.
Well,
yeah. But it'd be nice to do an additional store or 2.
And that's the thing, Lisa, get with your independent bookstore, make friends with them, and tell them that they need to request to have them.
I mean, that's how
They got you to Grand Haven.
Yeah, he had asked me, Benny Mike, who owns the store, had asked me several times, and I wanted to, but we just couldn't make it work, and then finally we did, and glad we did. I'm down to 1 book.
Okay.
What we do?
I'm gonna grab you some more.
I can help you.
And I'm gonna double check my. Sorry guys, I'm gonna jump on the camera real quick. Okay, good. Just making sure the battery is still running. It is plugged in, but.
Oh, if it goes anything but green in the top corner, I'll let you know.
Okay. It looks like it's still full.
This one is for Daniel Rose. I just
Yeah,
emailed
that's
you.
another one I hear.
Last
I
day
hear
or
that
two.
name, and I always think, sorry, I think Schitt's Creek.
Ah,
But I know it's a mixing of names.
I was gonna say, it makes me think of Axl
you're good.
Rose. I was like, that's like a freaking rock star name.
Is it right? Here it comes.
Flat sign Eugene Brooks.
Oh no. Lisa says
Joseph
ours
Combs.
closed this year. She drove 3.5 hours to see these guys, and it was definitely worth it. So that's nice.
Oh my god. I remember that though. That's sad though that they lost their indie.
Yeah, but you gotta support them. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure Lisa did. It sounds like Lisa's a good supporter of
Yeah.
indies, but it's hard.
Lisa supporting an indie
I mean, she drove 3.5 hours.
3 states away at least. Is that?
And she said she bought a bunch.
How many states away are we from Michigan? Because I think you can just go Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, right?
I'm not sure. Think about
Ohio. You think you have to go through Indiana too? No. Somebody look at a map.
yeah.
I'm usually pretty good, but at geography.
Do Ohio and Michigan share a border?
I think you have to, unless you go by boat, like across. Michelle Thacker says, "Woohoo!"
Oh, hey.
I don't know if that's in relation to something specific. I'm sorry, or you're just excited to be here.
I like Williams. Thank you, Mark.
We're about halfway through ish.
Really?
Yeah, I've got. Well, that tub over there, that's a little bit less than 80 in those two. Those are the smaller tubs. These two have 40 each in them.
Oh, got to send the paper along.
Ohio and Michigan do share a border.
Okay.
If you drive due south from Detroit, you go into Ohio.
Okay. Yeah, Lisa says yes, we share with Ohio. Thank you, Lisa. And I will say these they are signing them in order that they were received. Not that that necessarily means anything in the long term, but just so you know, when we get to the very end, though, we do have 3 international orders. We got our
pay international postage. Thank you.
You know, I will say some of them are not terrible. The Australian one is the one that the Australian one was rough.
Australia shipping in Peru.
That's a big shout out to Chris.
UK's not good either.
I know there's one
I
can. I
like
think
it
it's.
depends on what kind of package or something.
I know. I only know. I think it's 3. There's a Canadian, French, and then Australia. Canada. That's my favorite way to
the
say
Providence can vary the price for me a lot.
And when I do international shipping, which I really don't love to do, but I will do for your amazing fans who are willing to support me, as long as they have patience, I always tell them, like, because we're doing these pre-sales months ahead of time, I always tell them this is an estimate because I don't know what's going to happen over the next 6 months. The price could triple. Right. So your shipping may change.
Yeah. I'm so old. I remember when the stamp was not what it is now.
I just saw it. Stamps are 78 cents now.
It's insane.
I feel like I remember when they were like at least 40.
Oh,
I mean,
God,
I'm sure they were less than that.
A lot less than that. I was gonna say, didn't they used to be like 5? I don't remember that.
Maybe that's
I mean, they do make
Mayberry.
2 happy birthday ones in a row.
And I believe only one of them requested gift wrap. I could be wrong on that.
We should let Billy do that.
No.
With his gorilla hands.
Yeah, I'm I'm a bag and gift paper only kind of guy.
This one's for Brian Banton, and he ordered a handful.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Brian. And I
Just saw them packing your grab bag today in the warehouse. I walked by and saw your name on a label. I try to stay out of the warehouse so they don't put me to work.
That explains why you had me here more often than there lately.
They're so busy over there. Stay out of their hair.
Samantha said yes. I got a widow's point sign for a friend that lives in Canada, so I had to figure out how to ship it to him. Life skill learned. It is a whole other thing with the paperwork and everything.
Well, and hasn't Canada had a couple strikes recently?
That as well.
More than one, right?
I believe so. For anyone who does shipping, this is a unsponsored shout out. But I love Pirate Ship as a website. It's free to use and it gives you all the rates, and it's just so uncomplicated to use. And
I thought that was totally random. I'm like, I like pirate ships too, but
no, I know. I realize
talking about them.
It's so funny because I don't know why I never really thought about it that much. And it's a very pirate themed website.
Yeah,
they totally lean into it. Yes, but Pirate Ship is the name of the website that you can use it gives you quotes for USPS, UPS, and FedEx,
nice.
and you drop it down and it tells you every possible way of shipping, and then you can pick based on either what your customer has paid or what you're shipping.
That's cool.
Like medium mail, you put in all your measurements of your little box, and then you can print your own label, and then you can save time in line at the post office. I could just drop everything off on the counter and walk out. Lisa remembers when stamps were 20 cents.
I definitely remember 20. I
I'm
want to
sure.
say 15, but does Lisa remember when they were 20?
I don't know. Now I'm going to go do all this research on
Yeah.
postage.
Yeah, I mean,
The history of
they
postage.
were there was a lot of times they were like a nice flat number. At least that's what I remember from the books I've read, the movies I've watched.
78 cents is a weird high number.
It is.
Lisa says 1983.
That's
20 cents.
The year memorials took place.
I will always connect postage stamps and memorials from now on.
I was just about to say, this is for. I was about to say, yeah. I was about to say for Kyle, this is a cool quote. The lighthouse calls it, and it shall come. And then I realized, hey, we wrote that.
Listen, I love it.
Really good, Kyle. What do I do with Kyle's? Oh, I put it
Stuck
in.
it in there.
Yeah. Like I said, long week. It's only Tuesday. What's everybody reading now?
Ooh, what a
Anyone?
good question.
I bet you they're all going to say King Sorrow because it's 8,000 pages, 8,000 amazing pages. Yeah.
I have not started.
I gotta crack that at some point. Holiday is a good time to read that.
Yeah, but I gotta do research reading that.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Goes on to his next book.
Lisa's reading Girl on the Front Porch.
Wow.
That's a quick read.
It is.
I think so. I do audiobooks, and I think I listened to that because I also speed them up. I think
Right.
it was like 3 hours. It was a road trip. Well, actually, the last time I came for you to sign, like 2 weeks ago when I dropped these off, I finished
I
it.
remember that.
It was not too long ago. My husband just finished End of the World as We Know It. And he was like, wow, this is interesting. It's a roller coaster. Because there's so many, all the stories are so different.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I've probably read a quarter of it just because I've been busy, but I look forward to catching up with all the stories.
And I will say, he worked for me this weekend at the bookstore. And a woman came in and said, what's everybody read? What are men reading nowadays?
Yeah.
And because it was something he read, he could suggest it. And he doesn't really read the same things that I read, but I was surprised that he had read it and was easily able to recommend it.
Did she buy it?
She did. Good. She did. And there was another one that he recommended. Oh, the new John Grisham one. he was like, well, this is another one that I think, because he recognizes that as a quote unquote men's author.
Right, yeah.
But she's like, but she could see how excited my husband was about End of the World. She's like, this seems like you really liked this, so that's why she bought that one.
Also, the biggest like John Grisham fan I know is my mom.
Interesting. That's funny.
She's read.
Because his new one, just The Widow, just came out. Did she read them all, you said?
She has read them all. She goes through like phases where, you know, she'll like catch up on all the ones she's missed. So.
That's what I try to do, is like wait a little bit in a series. Richard Quist just wrapped up King Sorrow, loved it. Currently reading The Stephen King Killer by Aaron R. Tyler.
Huh.
Okay.
I saw that
I heard of it.
in one of the bookstores we were in, and I started reading the Duck Jacket or the back of it. So I was like, what is this?
Is it fiction, or is it like a?
I believe it's a novel.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that one. The I listened to the our podcast girls from when we were at Fright Reads, The Science of Stephen King.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, it's weird to say
Oh, wait,
nonfiction,
maybe that's what I was
nonfiction Stephen
thinking
King, nonfiction Stephen King. And then Kenzie said, recently finished My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa. Not going to pronounce that. Not horror, but it's definitely bizarre. My Year of Rest and Relaxation. Not horror, but bizarre. Okay.
It does sound bizarre.
I
when
thought
was the last time anyone found one of those?
a whole year. It says Billy after turning it all.
Hey, Greg Jeffries had me inscribed for Greg. Thanks for the memories. I will miss our long walks on the beach. We'll always have Rio.
And he wrote it. That's the best part. So, you guys,
Thanks, Greg.
When you went to request these inscriptions, I hand them over. It's up to him on whether he wants to do it, and he does.
On that note, I'm out of books.
Oh no!
Yeah.
There's a stack up there. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
In the bin.
Yeah.
You're empty the bin.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! We only have 40 left. All right, let me read these really quick.
This stack feels higher than 40.
I don't know.
Could be wrong. No more Rio.
King Sorrow was amazing. Just finished Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Now 11/22/63 for the 10th time.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's a big one too.
How many times have they read it?
Samantha, how many times have you read it? 11/22/63 is a good read. That's a one.
There's another romance.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good example. Speaking of horror romance.
That one, oh my God. That love story in 11/22/63 might have, you know, elicited more tears than any other.
Yeah, dancing is life. Dancing is life.
Now I'm like worried. I hope that's worried. So Tanya says, I'm reading an arc of Hand of God by J.B. Arnold. Okay. I'll have to look at that one. Samantha Waite says, Moving Day was great in... I don't know what that is.
That's my story in
okay.
End of the World.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is it's an acronym, and I wasn't sure. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I cheated on that and broke the rules, and I don't name a character, but Larry Underwood is observed in his natural habitat.
All right.
And yeah, I didn't realize that was part of the guidelines because Billy Chizmar.
Don't look like you're gonna fall.
If these books fall and you get a damaged book, it's Billy's fault. Just remember that.
You can't even see by the stack.
Titles. Because I need alliteration there.
I'm good. What's your head?
Samantha said she's read it 15 times.
Wow. I was curious because if she was willing to tackle 11/22 that many times, then I figured it didn't scare her. I've probably read it. Trying to be accurate here. I would say 8 to 12, somewhere in there.
She also says I've never been a kind man.
Good.
Just to be clear. Richard Place said, planning my annual reread of A Dickens Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I have found recently that I love the holiday themed, and I've been sticking with like, I don't usually reread anything, but I'm starting to get into these holiday things. Like at this time, like I feel like spring is a good time for memorials because you're on like a spring break.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to get into that kind of habit.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Like I have a Halloween read that I love, Plain Bad Heroines. It's just spooky enough, gothic thriller.
Yeah.
Dawn Keat, I hope I said that right. Dawn Keat says, Field of Flowers. It's a psychic supernatural thriller, but it's the 10th book in a series. The characters feel like family, and I didn't realize I'd missed them. The author is Shani Struthers in the UK.
Cool. Yeah, someone else was telling me about that. I can't remember, but it sounds super cool.
The title makes me think of like Midsummer, where it's like a slow burn in a field, right? Field of Flowers, or the poppy field in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And then she said, my next read is The Demented by Lee Mountfort, another UK author. His book scared the hell out of me, and this is a beta read. Okay, The Demented, always a name. Samantha says she's a big rereader. Well, that's good.
I am too.
I
find comfort in rereading.
I think I'm learning to do that. Especially because I recommend books because of the feeling that I remember from them, even though I don't remember the plot. And then I feel like if I'm really recommending this, I should probably remember more of the plot, not just the feeling.
It's interesting rereading books that you read well in the past because you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
There are some, paperbacks from back in the 90s and 80s that I read that I swore were classics, and then you reread them and you're like, well, I was, 20. And then the other way around. There's books that I remember struggling through because they were so dense, and I pick them up again and I'm like, what was I thinking? This thing's wonderful. I just had a run of non-inscribed, so I think
all right.
We picked up our pace. Yeah, this pile's definitely getting smaller.
Well, okay. Maybe I forgot a box. I thought I counted them all in the game, but. And we're at just an hour, so.
Oh wow!
I would say probably at least half an hour. I mean, at around there.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So ask your questions. Get them in now. Again, this will be recorded. It is recorded. So, I will be putting it on YouTube, and I think it just lives on Facebook.
I think so.
As a live, I don't think I have to do anything for that, but I think for YouTube, I have to maybe download it and re-upload it or something. But either way, that's where they'll be. Oh, great question, Samantha. Have either of you watched Welcome to Derry?
I watched only the first episode.
I was gonna say no spoilers, please, because I have not caught up. I missed this last weekend.
I have not seen it
yet. Billy's been watching some sci-fi stuff. I know that. I think there's just 3 episodes of Derry, right? So far.
I think this Sunday came out the 4th. I think.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong about that.
It's on HBO, right?
I couldn't even tell you.
I think it is HBO. Yeah, I think it is, but yeah, I enjoyed the first episode. It wasn't what I expected, but I thought it was good, and I've heard mostly good things.
I'll just say, having seen it, Lisa said 4. I just haven't seen the most recent one. It's one of those ones I kind of wish I had. It's not something I want to watch serially. Like, I hate having the time between.
Right,
I would rather watch it all together.
You'd rather just binge it.
Yeah, she said HBO Max. It's killing me waiting between.
Yeah.
I have to say this show has some of the best child actors that I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
The children in this are, I feel like, age appropriate. You know how sometimes the actors feel older and you're like, God, you're clearly trying to be children or younger than they are. These kids seem like the right age and their acting skills are just fantastic, in my opinion. And Kenzie said, Samantha, I made the mistake of watching the first episode while eating.
Yeah, no, I can see. I can see how.
Oh, it gets worse, but I will say that. Like, there's other things that are like, ugh. And I think the visuals too don't feel like super CGI. Like, that's sometimes you can tell and it's rough. This feels really good. I think it's really visually well. Dawn asks, any aching hands or cramping to both of you yet? Or either of you? They're almost done. And they're proud. They did 500 books. They can do 150.
Oh, we did, and obviously not all in one setting. This is for Melissa Tilly.
Did I write okay.
Yeah, try whatever you want. She's
Yep.
awesome. What was our
Total number of book plates?
We're at over 22,000
Wow.
book plates for Widow's Point. So if you can find one in a store without one, it might be valuable.
I think my record in a day was like 3,000.
Yeah, I can whip those out.
Yeah, his is like 6.
Yeah, we will be doing a couple other signings for the holidays, just kind of show up and sit at a table in a bookstore, that kind of thing, and get some of the Christmas crowd. I know we're actually going to go to Browseabout again
Nice.
in Rehoboth Beach.
Oh, good to know. I'll look in case I need anything done.
Yeah.
I'll run up there and we'll sit on a bench like we did last time.
Absolutely. And we're going to do the Bel Air Barnes and Noble again.
Nice.
Again, just after Thanksgiving, kind of just catch some of the
table
holiday.
Like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So on that note, if you want anything inscribed, you can buy it on the Capricorn website, and I will see him again before the holidays, and I will make it happen. So you can order it now, or anyone who's rewatching this until I would say probably halfway through December.
Yeah,
we'll find a way.
Absolutely. Inscribed books are a cool Christmas present.
For sure.
They show, kind of show
Just
that extra thought.
And I've been saying we need to get a sign that says that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Says inscribed books make a great Christmas present.
Yeah, I agree. You should draw it yourself, Billy.
Oh, that's
later
another good idea.
We'll be like, oh, isn't that cute? His 6-year-old son did the poster. They'll be like,
what?
Him. Hey, this pile's almost gone. Is this everything?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's everything. So that makes it good. But I'm saying we had that's what I mean. We had we have very little extra books if there are any.
So this is it. The books,
if that's all you have, there's no other books. So that pile of papers should be gone. At least 10. You should have 10 left. In Chasing the Boogeyman, you had a Salem Slot poster as a kid. Did you really?
Yes. Someone just asked me that on the signing for the
It,
first time.
it was a trivia.
Oh, that's funny.
It was at the Battle of the Books trivia. We did where was it then?
It was for Park Books.
Okay.
And it was at some brewery. It was cool.
And I have to say, I really, honestly, I will say I thought that was almost a really good red herring because I really thought it was going to turn supernatural because you were telling us about this house and then you were talking. Okay, I won't shut up then.
You never know.
But I was like, oh my gosh.
He's changing.
Like, I feel like this is a sign. Anyways, all right, the next question. Don says, what is the most memorable book that has stayed with you, even if you read it decades ago? Mine is The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum.
Yeah, no wonder. Mine is still It. Boy's Life from McCammon is way up there. Lord of the Flies. I mean, I read that way for the first time back in school, back in high school or middle school or whatever. And I've never forgotten it. I can still quote parts of that book. Those are my big three. What about you, Billy?
Yeah, Ulysses by James Joyce, and then A Prayer for the Dying by Stuart Onan, which I'll never stop thinking about that book. That book's haunting. And then Probably I Am Legend by Matheson, or
Yeah, that's a good one.
No Country for Old Men by McCarthy. Those are all ones I think about a lot.
I'm down to
Occupy a lot of time in my
You're
mind.
international,
the last three.
and then those are yours. The other thing, I know you didn't ask me, but I'm just gonna throw in there the one that I always kind of go back and relate anything to anyone starting horror is The Lottery. If you're gonna count that, I mean, it's not a short story, but because we had to read that in school, and that was, I think, one of the like. Not that I didn't read horror and scary stuff before that,
Yeah.
but I think that was one of those things where like I really enjoy this, and this is such a slow burn, and at the end, the hard twist.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah, my short story would be The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas by Ursula Le Guin.
Oh, yes.
That one's awesome. But that I think I read that in school the first time probably too, and was one where I was just like, wow. All right, this one I'm gonna be thinking about this for a long time.
It's the last one. Chris Watson in
Nice.
Australia.
Yes.
You're the last one. These are all mine.
How many are there?
9.
Oh.
That's all right. All right.
Sorry,
I promised a handful of people a copy, and then I'll figure out a way to give away like a random giveaway for a couple copies. So, oh yeah, you got to sign them.
I guess that counts too.
Oh no, I was gonna say, don't I get one? Of course. Actually, but we should sign them, huh?
Anna Stewart says you got 3
No,
questions.
I don't want to sign my own
comments I'll
copy.
share here before we wrap up. Since that took 7 minutes. I was like, oh, half an hour. We got like half an hour, 7 minutes. I don't mean to underestimate, but so Anna Stewart joining us on YouTube says, is there a writer aside from King that you look up to most for both of you?
Mine, I don't have a single one. I mean, Jack Ketchum certainly was. Ed Gorman was a mentor and someone who could just write circles around a lot of people in a very unobtrusive, non-flashy way. I feel like I learned so much from him. Joe Lansdale, McCammon's just such a great natural story. I say natural, and it's probably an insult because I'm sure he's worked very hard at it, but he feels like such a natural storyteller. So yeah,
It's just like he says at the beginning of Boy's Life.
Yeah,
I mean that's what that whole prelude's about, really.
Yep.
That he is the natural storyteller.
Yeah.
But yeah, me chronologically, I'd say like Mary Shelley, James Joyce, McCarthy, McCammon, and then for right now it'd probably be Josh Mallerman, just because everything of his I read, or Stuart Onan, just because both of them have such a great crazy range.
How cool that looks.
And they, yeah, no, it does look
I
awesome.
just took a picture of that.
But those two just have a crazy range, and they can write about anything.
And then Dawn said, did either of you read Of Mice and Men? Because I also read Lord of the Flies 2 over here. Remember, she's in the UK when I was a senior in school. I think Mice and Men is like required reading and has been.
That broke my heart every time I read it. I've read it a few times. And then when King did his version kind of in Blaze, it broke my heart all over again. You haven't read that, have you?
I haven't.
Yeah, you should.
It's been a long time.
That's the one with Lenny, right? Yeah. They take Lenny out back. They do him.
Dirty.
Samantha says, yes, Shirley Jackson. And Kenzie says, We Have Always Lived in the Castle is a personal favorite. I will say, I'll just say I started We Have Always Lived in the Castle, but I have not finished it. But I loved the movie. The movie was, I think, really well done. And that was another slow burn. You're like, you get to the end, you're like, what? This is just why I like Shirley Jackson. She says, those are stunning additions. So, and I'm just gonna, Lisa says, I love Blaze. And one of the few books that made me cry.
Oh, yeah.
So as for these special editions, so I'm sorry, we absolutely have capped. we did exactly what we said we were going to do. But look for more in the future because who is local to us. Sorry, I'm going to real quick. Who is local and amazing bookish signs if you want to get any of your own work done. Because she does do individual books. It is not inexpensive, but yeah, so we will hopefully have some great. I'm sorry, I got distracted by Billy and the tape.
I was waiting.
So hopefully we'll have some special editions of other ones coming up. Like maybe we'll do a Boogeyman trilogy sprayed signing, and I already told Billy that I really want to do a them sprayed edge. So just follow us on social media.
Don't do it.
Follow. It's okay. Is there anything you guys want to, any particular places that you want them to follow you on for more information? Not that they don't already, because they probably did get this in your newsletters and stuff. But
you know, on the Facebook, Billy's not as much into the online stuff, the social stuff.
I get more active on Instagram, and that's like pretty much it, really.
Yeah.
Everything else is just in various states of cyber disrepair.
Yeah. So I'm on all of them, and like I said, I'll figure out a way to give away a couple of these copies. I'm going to put one on my shelf right now.
Yeah.
Save it. I love it.
There. You got to put it the other way, though.
Where, I don't even know. There's not room in here for another shelf either. But I just put their website on the bottom so you can find the website. You're going to need a bigger office.
I was going to put one behind the sofa there.
That's the only thing. That's the only space that I thought.
I was going to pull it up and put it behind there. So,
you might need an addition, like do a whole nother wing, a library wing.
Yeah, that's inside. So,
but yeah, follow us, and our social media is on our website for Capricoast Books. Because obviously this was a Capricoast exclusive, and hopefully in the future we'll have some more exciting ones. Because this was a lot of fun, and we'll do this. I mean, I had fun. It was only an hour and 12. Y'all are quick.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Hey everybody, let me just jump back and make sure there's no other comments. Samantha says them. Yes, please. Shipping costs to UK are normally, I'm assuming that word is exorbitant. So don't order directly from overseas. Boohoo. I'm sorry. I know, Dawn. But we do have regular copies too. You can, bundle and all that. Maybe we can try to work with like a local bookstore in the UK too or something and ship in bulk. We'll work on that. Just get a UK exclusive. But yeah, so have a wonderful day, everybody. Samantha says, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know why I'm waving. You can't see me.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
I'm not even on camera.
I'm in the middle of the day is a hard time, so.
Yes, but that, again, this is recorded. Watch it later. Obviously, at this point, you probably are watching it later if you're hearing me. All right. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.